Hello!
Manrina, first patient of the day or first a coffee?
First coffee!
And what's the vibe that you want people to feel the second that they walk into a clinic?
Oh, I really want people to feel comfortable. I want them to feel at home. I want to treat them like I would treat someone that was visiting my house.
And how would you describe your clinic in 3 words?
Oh, elegant, beautiful, innovative.
What is the most complimented thing about your patient lounge?
Oh, let me show you my patient lounge. Hey, Rosie! The most innovative thing about my patient lounge, innovation. I guess the cool things about well, we've got the Bob Ricard press for champagne, but actually press for assistance button, which is quite cool. We've got a DRMR branded water. Yeah, lots of cool features in here. Or maybe the secret door.
And a calm or energized space, what were you going for?
Oh, this is definitely calm, but we do provide a lot of energy at our clinic. Hey, Rosie again.
Whilst you're waiting, do you prefer to read magazines or watch TV?
Read magazines, definitely.
And what is something patients don't expect when they come here?
They don't expect. Well, I would hope they don't expect pain. We try and create a really comfortable environment.
What's your go-to welcome drink?
When I go somewhere, when I arrive somewhere, I love myself a glass of champagne.
And what's the first thing that you would notice about someone's smile?
I'm very good at doing a quick 10-second analysis of just about everyone's smile when I meet them. It's part of the job.
What do you prefer between subtle tweaks or a full transformation?
Oh, that's a really difficult one because sometimes the subtle tweaks are what create the full transformation. So sometimes it's a bit of both.
Yeah. What is the most requested smile at the moment?
I definitely think people are going for more natural smiles. So rather than kind of turning up and being like, give me that big Hollywood white smile, it's almost like people are moving away from that. And that's associated a bit with turkey teeth and something that, they've not, there's not been enough thought given to their smile. There's a lot more patients looking for naturally perfect results, that they look like they've got a perfect smile that they were born with.
Yeah, I love that. So what's the biggest misconception about Veneers?
Definitely that they think that they will look fake and that people will know they've got them. It doesn't have to be like that. But also maybe that you cut teeth down to pegs to do veneers. That's not veneers, that's crowns, and that's poorly done work. That's where the clinician hasn't thought about what it is that they're doing. You can do really minimally invasive veneers, remove very little tooth tissue when done well.
And you've been talking about a natural smile, so what do you think makes a smile look natural?
So there's lots of natural characterizations that exist in teeth. So things like translucency at the edge of the tooth, an imperfect edge, like a slight undulation to the edge of the tooth or to the surface texture on the tooth. Our master ceramist, when she makes our veneers, would use 30 different shades in every veneer. To put a bit of warmth at the neck, body colors appropriately, lighter at the tip. And so it's subtle differences in the way the light reflects on the porcelain that create a really natural result.
What is your favorite celebrity smile?
I think it would have to be Margot Robbie. I really love her teeth.
Me too. And are you an early bird or a night owl?
I am a night owl.
Heels or trainers at work?
Definitely trainers. In my 20s, I used to wear heels. Now I wear trainers.
Do you like to have a playlist in the clinic?
We do. So we always play music, unless our patients don't want it. And we always ask our patients what they want to listen to. But we have a standard chill playlist that we've curated over the years. And also sometimes it just depends on vibes and feelings for the day. Like if it's a hot summer's day, maybe we'll play a summer's playlist. If it's, if we're wanting to chill throughout a certain procedure, then, we've got a piano musical playlist that we use. I've got a tango playlist. So yeah, we've got a whole range of playlists, but we've got our go-to chill one that we like to listen to.
What's the song that gets you in the zone?
Oh, gets me in the zone. So in my 20s, again, I know it was a while ago, or 20 years ago, it was the Radio 1 Live Lounge albums. I wouldn't work without it. I used to say, my nurses knew, they set up the surgery. I love those tracks. I love that they're acoustic. I love that they take popular songs and then they re-sing them, like other famous artists re-sing them. And so yeah, I might not listen to that as much now for work, but it was something that I used to really love listening to work. Nowadays, I'm really happy with a variety of music depending on my mood. I've been doing this for 24 years now. I can work with my eyes closed. So yeah, I don't have a specific music I need to listen to.
I see you put your DRMR skin product there. So what is your skincare routine in 3 words?
So in 3 words, vitamin C, SPF 50, hyaluronic acid. So yeah, that's our radiance, defense, and glow. It will hit.
What is the best beauty advice that you have ever received?
Oh, maybe. I think the thing with beauty is less is more. If you overdo the treatments that you have, if you overdo the products that you use, if you overdo the makeup that you wear, I feel like it's actually not as good for your skin. Like, I don't think more is more. I think less is more, and maybe just using exactly the right amount. The same way as we spoke about with veneer preparation, that it's not like you don't want to prep the tooth a lot. But you don't want to not prep it at all. You just want to prep a tooth the amount that you need for the perfect result. And I think the same thing with beauty. That's how I've lived my life. You do what you need to do to get the result you want to achieve.
So, natural beauty or enhanced beauty?
I think as we get older, we're really privileged that there's so many treatments available to us to enhance our beauty, but I think you want to do it in a way that gives a natural result.
And do you prefer lip gloss or a lipstick?
Oh, actually, usually a lipstick, to be honest. I like to have a little bit, I like a natural pinky colour on my lips, but I'm not averse to a bit of lip gloss, as you can see, and I wear this more as a treatment, so it's a hydrating treatment that's collagen stimulating for me.
And out of all of your products, what would you go to for a quick touch-up, essentially?
Oh, a quick touch-up. So if I'm going out in the evening, then I will put on my Glow, my hyaluronic acid, because it immediately plumps my skin.
What is harder, dentistry or running a business?
I guess it would depend which business, but being a practice owner, running the business is much harder than being a dentist. And maybe that's because I've been a dentist for so long that it's easy now. Probably at the beginning that was quite hard too. Maybe anything's difficult at the beginning.
Yeah, that's good advice. What's the biggest risk that you've taken in your career?
I guess the biggest risk I've taken is actually opening this clinic. It took me 18 years working for other people to go and open my own business, and it was risky. It was scary. Like, I didn't know how to run a business. So probably that's been my biggest risk.
And did it pay off?
Oh, yeah. I love my clinic. I feel so proud of her every day. I'm so glad I did this. Yeah.
Some patient stories here.
Yes.
You must be so proud of your success.
I am so proud. I am so proud. Thank you.
And what does luxury mean to you?
Luxury. So luxury means detail, attention to detail, using the highest quality materials, exceptional service, and exceeding people's expectations.
What is one word that defines your brand?
One word, elegant.
How do you handle pressure?
Very well.
And what would you say is your proudest career moment?
Winning Dentist of the Year. Yeah, when I won Dentist of the Year. I'd seen dentists all through my career win that accolade, and there's only ever one Dentist of the Year in the UK at any one time. And whenever the person that won it, I always kind of thought, yeah, they deserve to win it. And then when it was my turn in 2022, I was like, wow, now I am actually now that person.
Yeah, that's an incredible achievement. What is your favourite procedure to perform?
Oh, porcelain veneers, of course. I am the queen of veneers.
And what's the most challenging?
I think the hardest thing that we do in dentistry is smile makeovers with porcelain veneers. I actually think, it really is. There's so much that goes into it, and because I've been doing it for so long and I have so much experience, maybe it's not so difficult for me now. It's not difficult for me now, but I teach it and to dentists all over the world, and it's advanced. Yeah.
Yeah. What would you say separates a good dentist from a great one?
Care. Someone who really cares and takes the time to do treatments in the very best way they possibly can, using the very best materials, because they really care about their patients. Yeah, they're in it for the right reasons. Mm-hmm.
How would you keep patients relaxed in that chair?
Well, we make sure that we create a relaxed environment always. We want our patients, for the moment they arrive, to know that they're in control and we are here with their best interests at heart. So, we don't rush anything. We book longer than we need for every appointment. We have whatever music they want playing. If they don't want music, we don't have it. We make sure the temperature in the room is suited to them, and we want to make sure that they feel heard and seen, and that they know that they're the most important person in the room, and that we're going to do everything we can to make sure that they enjoy the process as much as possible.
Coming into the patient bathroom, and I saw you were inspired by Soho House.
Yes.
So I wanted to ask a bit about your personal time. So what is your ideal weekend?
My ideal weekend. So I guess it depends on the weather. I'm very outdoorsy, and I really love being out in nature. So ideally, every weekend, because I live in central London, every weekend I would spend some time going out by the coast or out in nature, either hiking or out. I really love being near water. I'm a Piscean, and so ideally at the weekend I like to get out of London. As much as I love my home and I love being here, I think it's nice to have that balance when you live and work here, to get out sometimes and enjoy nature.
Definitely. What's something that you can't live without?
My first response was my family, but then that kind of chokes me up, because I guess all of us maybe one day do need to live without our parents. But yeah, I want to say my parents, but
And you need support behind success.
You need support behind success. You do.
On a lighter note, what is your hidden talent?
My hidden talent, I really have a passion for acting. I really enjoy, I enjoy performing, I enjoy acting, I enjoy playing a character. I don't get to do it very often, but I get a lot of joy if you could be like, if I get to put on an accent, or you hear me sometimes in clinic putting on my different accents. I really enjoy that.
And related to that, how much of your work would you say is art versus science?
That's really difficult. I think it's probably 60% science and 40% art.
What is your signature approach to smile design?
It's important to me that my patients have undetectably perfect smiles. So my signature approach is that you come to me if you want to create perfection, natural perfection that no one knows you weren't born with.
That's great. We're here by your awards. So, what is something that motivates you every day?
I'm really motivated by success. I've got naturally high dopamine, and I get little dopamine boosts from all the little things that happen. You know, a Google review comes in, someone says something nice about one of my team, one of our patients message to say how much they love their smile. All of these things really impact my body, reacts very well to dopamine, and it gets these little pings that go off in my brain that keep me going every day and make me really excited actually for every day.
What is one thing that you think people misunderstand about you?
Oh, you know, a lot of people will say that I'm nicer in real life than they thought. And so I don't know how that comes across. I know that I'm quite present online, and I don't know what it is about my online presence, because I'm quite smiley, that comes across that I'm not as nice as maybe they thought. But yeah, I think that's something that people say quite often, that I'm nicer in real life than they thought. There's a compliment in there somewhere.
If you could speak to your younger self, what's one piece of advice would you give?
Yeah, I guess. Buy shares in Apple, buy Bitcoin. Maybe, you know, I've done really well out of my social media presence. It's really helped me build the life that I want. It attracts the type of patients that I want to see, to do the type of treatments that I want to do. You know, we've got Veneers here on the table right now, ready for the next patient, and I've done a lot with it, and that's why it's given me that. And maybe, you know, if I'd done it again, maybe I would have doubled down even more. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What is a skill that you're still working on?
That. Doubling down on that, like, and knowing that and being like, I should have doubled down even more. Yeah. I want to double down now, and I'm still, you know, not necessarily finding the time to do it. So I'm working on that.
Who are you inspired by? Who's your role model in business and dentistry?
Oh wow. I started my career through this gentleman called Surinder Hundal, who gave me my first opportunity as a cosmetic dentist in 2003. You know, he was such a he is still such a role model to me. What he created and what he achieved, he was so ahead of his time. He taught me a lot of what I know, and I'm really inspired by him. And then I went on to work for Tim Bradstock-Smith at the London Smile Clinic, and again was such a role model for me in cosmetic dentistry. And then, you know, there are so many powerhouse women out there as well in dentistry. You know, you see people like Linda Greenwald pushing ahead, making space for women in the industry, and there will be so many more if I gave her a moment to think about it, of people who have inspired me along the way. Yeah.
Now I have a couple of quick ones.
Okay.
So, what would you prefer, sweet or savoury?
Savoury.
Pilates or gym?
Oh, gym.
Favourite way to unwind after work?
My favourite way is probably a glass of wine, but I don't know. I try not to do that every day.
Dream holiday destination?
Oh, I really want to check out South Africa. I've not been.
And do you prefer London or a beach escape?
I love London, and I live in central London, and because I live here and I love it so much, I like to holiday on the beach. However, if I didn't live in London, I do think London's one of the best cities to be in the summer. It's only because I live here that I like to go away in the summer, like for long weekends, to the beach.
And Instagram or TikTok?
Instagram.
Now, on the topic of social media, how important is social media in your industry?
Very important in cosmetic dentistry. It's where the majority of my patients come from. Well, the biggest place they come from is word of mouth. I've been a dentist for 24 years, so there's a lot of word of mouth out there. But after that, it's social media, you know, and it allows patients from all over the world to find me, find my work. They get, you know, they can decide that, you know, they can resonate me, decide if they want to work with me. And yeah, it's been massive. It's so important. You know, people say if Instagram shut down tomorrow, oh, how would it impact your life? I'm like, wow, like how would it? Like, you know, it really would. Yeah.
What is the most common question that you get online?
How much are your veneers?
And there's a bit of a misconception I feel about Instagram dentists versus real dentists. So what is a myth that you are constantly busting?
Yeah, I get a bit annoyed by the whole like Instagram dentist thing. I think there's a perception that if you're big on Instagram, then you're not a good clinician, and those two things don't go hand in hand. I understand that in every industry there are people that are good and that are bad at their jobs, and within that there'll be people who show up online and people that don't. You know, like, and I always give myself as an example, like I've done my time. You know, I'm a well-known, excellent dentist, cosmetic dentist. That's proven, and I'm also very present on social media. And so, if I'm an Instagram dentist, then you can't put that layer and assume that if you've got time to show up online, then you're also not a brilliant clinician. The two don't go hand in hand. That is the myth that I would like to bust.
And it's almost like working two jobs at once.
It is like working two jobs at once, yes.
And some quick ones about dentistry.
Yes.
One dental habit that everyone should stop immediately.
Stop grinding your teeth and not wearing a night guard. If you're grinding your teeth, wear a night guard.
One that they should start today.
Please start flossing. The big myth in dentistry is that if you floss and your gums bleed, then you shouldn't floss. And that is not true. In fact, if you floss and your gums bleed, it means they're inflamed and you need to floss more.
And electric or a manual toothbrush?
Electric, it's just easier to get a good brush.
Now, a couple of final questions.
Okay.
What is one thing that instantly makes you smile?
I mean, my first thought was probably my partner. Yeah, he's very funny, he makes me smile a lot.
And what's your best advice for a confident smile?
You know, if there is something about your smile that is stopping you smiling confidently, whether it's the color of them, the fact that they're worn, the fact they're not straight, you know, whatever it is, then there's always a solution. There's a solution for anything that's bothering you. So, you know, my advice for a confident smile is whatever's holding you back from having it, get it fixed.
Definitely. What makes a smile unforgettable for you?
Just a big confident smile, actually. Yeah, someone who's just smiling and showing off. They're not hiding it with their hand. You know, they're not coming to one side so you only see one side. They're just smiling openly. I think that makes a person really likable and unforgettable. Not only the smile, but the person themselves.
What is one question that you wish people asked you more?
I wish people asked me more about the link between confidence and smiling, and how having a smile that you're proud of links to the confidence that you hold in life.
And what would be your answer to them?
I have seen such a strong link between people whose smiles were holding them back and the confidence that they exude once I've worked on their smile. If you think about people that speak on big stages, really charismatic people that you want to watch and you want to hear more from, they smile a lot when they talk. You know, and a smile is such an important part of a person, and with it comes so much confidence. You know, when I see my patients come back for their 6-month reviews and suddenly they're dressing different, they've dyed their hair blonde, like, you know, they're a different person because of those kind of small changes that we've made within their smile. So that link between confidence and a smile is really interesting.
That is interesting, and it must be amazing to work a job which is actually life-changing.
Yes.
And you get to witness that change.
So fun.
And finally, what is next for you?
What's next? I guess the only answer for that is world domination.